I'm here with my daughter, Ava, and I'm super excited today. So if you are a Crystal Alkaline Doula follower, yeah, it's a better word, subscriber, all of that, you're going to want to watch this because we have created something for her teas that help us just transport them and carry them around better. But also, if you are a homeschooler or homeschool mom, have homeschool kids, you want to watch this also. Homeschool life is so different from regular school. And it's like when your child goes to college and they say they left college and they want to know, do you have any real world experience? Have you interned anywhere? Have you really done the stuff you've been practicing? That's what like homeschool life is. It's not the practice, it's we're in the world and we're implementing it. We have to take every opportunity to teach our kids. So Ava, at the age of 11, is a business owner and a creator. And this was such a cool experience. I'm just gonna tell you a little bit and I'm gonna hand it over to Ava, but we saw the need for something. And if you've watched any of our stuff, you can see Ava's so artistic and so creative. She paints, she draws, she builds, she cannot help herself. This is who she is. Anyone who uses crystal teas, right? We know they're all over your house. And we live with these, right? We travel with them. When we go out, we have them. So I was finding myself putting them, when I'm leaving the house, we were traveling, having them in plastic bags. So Ava came to me, it was like, Mom, we can do this better. What she did was she actually drew it out on a piece of paper, and then she went and took cardboard and she made a sample of what she was looking for. Then she measured the teas, she did all of this stuff. I found manufacturers for her then and created her own product.
So this is what it looks like. So we have all the teas inside.
So how many does it hold?
It holds 6.
Is this in here? What's the purpose?
To protect it.
Right, so it has cushion all over it, and we have done the drop test. We've taken this and we've dropped it to the floor and we opened it up and our teas did not break. Woohoo! And another thing about this is it's pretty cool. Like, we have divided these. Like, Ava has her own that has like her stuff that she needs. And my husband, I'm working on some things with him, with his health and all that kind of stuff, baby. And we have a case that's like, this is Dad's case. Do you see what we've done? Like, she is a creator at the age of 11. She's a business owner now. She's made a real product. She went through the process of having an idea and then actually turning it into something real. So we made this for ourselves. This wasn't initially a business product. This was for us. But as we were showing it, people were asking, and I said, Ava, I think you have a business here. So we do have some available. They are available now for pre-order. So please know if you order it, it's going to be a little bit of time before you get it. But
like the yearbooks.
Exactly, like your yearbooks. You order your yearbook and then it comes in a little bit.
3 months before, and then at the end of the school year, we get it.
That was a perfect analogy. So we have a limited amount available. Ava, show them what they get, or tell them they get the case. What else comes with it?
The labels?
Yes, a sheet of labels, because if you use Crystal's teas, they already have a label. But after these are empty, we still use these, right? We continue to use them for our own.
Smoothies too.
We drink smoothies. We use them for our own herbs. It comes with a measuring spoon. You get a stack of organic tea bags so that you can make these on the go. Now we can transport and go all around with these.
And I'm sure that many of you have seen these cases in our previous videos.
Yeah, they've been asking.
Clips, so we decided to make a video to fill you in on it, and this is what it looks like. We
And
both were like,
yes,
what if we could put something in the corner that can hold 6 to 9 teas?
Right,
so,
because we all have our basic everyday teas that our go-to teas, right? So we need those on the counter that are accessible, easy. So look what my girl did. Show us your prototype.
So, no, it doesn't look pretty, but we made the prototype.
Yes.
Made the prototype. You can see
her very first vision of it. And I love this. Homeschool families, like, this is what we're talking about, right? Building, creating, measuring. She has to figure all this out. Okay, I'm just super excited behind that. Okay. Well, it did not. We are safe.
Oh my God!
That's why we keep them in protective carry cases. How fabulous. This was her first idea of it. We have totally moved beyond this. This was the first variation. And just like everything else, even with her cases, we had one level and then she made changes and made another one. So it started off like this. But basically, what we knew we wanted was a case to keep in the kitchen that wasn't too big, that could easily display our main teas. And this is an unusual size, right? If you're getting Crystal's teas, these are an unusual size. Like you can find display racks for like spices and seasonings, but obviously this is way bigger than a spice or a seasoning. So they don't have racks that fit this, but my Ava has created one. And then it also, when you purchase this, you also get labels again, except this time the labels are circular and you can label it right on the outside. So instead of having those labels that go on the actual jar, it goes here, so that you can see what you have easily, and it'll spin. Very good. And so this is actually, not this, the cardboard one, but the real one. If you go to our site, you can see a picture of it. But these are also available for pre-ordering. But Ava is on a roll. She has so many things that are coming out, so stay with us as my little entrepreneur blossoms. Ava Simone Westbrook Hall. Know this girl, see this girl. She is a force to be reckoned with. She's doing wonderful things. This is just part of who we are, right? And so, you know, we're creating things that are making our life easier. But we have a million of these jars because we get our teas all the time. We have decided now we have a whole package of tops that come out, because after we're done with our teas,
we lose the tops.
We don't put like our own spices in it. But when it comes to the herbs, now that we have them in here, every time we were cooking, we were taking some and pinching it out, which works. But now we have lids that have nice little openings that you can just sprinkle upon these same jars that you use for teas. We use them for regular seasonings. We use, you know, our own sea salt that we buy, not from like Walmart, but we get the right kind, and our own organic. What powder? Oregano. What's the powder we use? The
cayenne pepper.
And one more thing that we have, that's the cards. The herb.
Yes, we had these cards, and Mom came to me with an idea because I'm the creator, so I have to work with her because she needs our help sometimes.
Yes, I do indeed.
So she came to me. She showed me 2 cards.
Right. So we're talking about cards, and you're like, what kind of cards are they talking about, right? Like playing cards? Or we're talking about herbs. We're talking about health. We have created a line of like cards that identify different herbs and their uses. Because we have changed our life so drastically, we have to look at everything that we eat and consume differently. And we're trying to get the kids to learn about that stuff. So whereas before our cabinets were filled with Pepto-Bismol and Advil and Tylenol and Motrin and Benadryl, that's all gone. But now what do we use? So these are simple, basic, beginner for adults or for kids, but they're flashcards and they identify basic herbs so we can start relating it. So for example, Ava, I'm testing her now. If I were to say, Ava, my lungs feel a little tight. You know, I used to have asthma. I'm canceling it because I haven't used an inhaler since I changed my diet and lifestyle. But anyway, Ava, I don't feel good. The old me would say, go get my steroid, my inhaler, my prednisone. What would you bring to me now?
Well...
Ooh, I'm putting her on the test. I did not prep her at all. So what would I use? What would you go in the cabinet and get?
Actually, there's 2 responses to this question.
Okay.
The first one is you can go in... Actually, 3 responses. 3 responses. First one is you can go in the kitchen, take ginger, onions, and you can boil and make a concoction to drink or breathe in. You can make also
our
onion
purple
tea.
onion soup. Yeah, that would be helpful.
You can make onion soup, onion tea. But the main thing we're thinking of is mullein.
Yes, she's absolutely correct. Mullein or nettle leaf. Those are things that we use. But you see, our kids, we didn't raise them knowing that. You knew, if I don't feel good, get Advil. So these basic cards are going to teach them basic herbs, show them what they look like, and then give them an idea of what they could use them for, so we can start thinking differently, start thinking back with nature. So anyway, those are available again for pre-order. Everything is a limited amount now. This is just Ava creating, and we're sharing it. So if we see that the need and the interest is there, we'll continue to make it. So please follow along as my daughter is blossoming as a wonderful entrepreneur, and I'm super proud of her, following in the steps of her mother and her grandparents and a long line of family members who have... Anyway, okay, this is about Ava. And Ava, why don't you give us the last word? Anything you want to say?
Before we end this video, we just want to say, please share the video.
Okay, important.
Share the link. Copy the link.
Okay. I have one more question for you. Okay, let's bring it back to the business part, the homeschooling, the teaching the children. So Ava, was it exciting, like having an idea, visioning it, and then seeing it being produced, talking to manufacturers, them about your idea and them shipping a real product? How did that feel? Was it like, wow, I can do anything?
Yes.
Yeah. Does it give you all these ideas of things you could actually make? Like all these toys you play with, you're like, wow, I could do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please follow our TikTok and follow along with our journey. And we hope you enjoyed this video. And thank you.
Bye.
Bye.